What's up, everyone? Sean Count Blaggerth here with an album review, this time the 2012 Hell's Headbangers release of Hellvetron's, let me get this right, Death Scroll of Seven Hells and its Infernal Majesties. Long title. Now, if you're not familiar with Hellvetron, they are a two-piece black and doom metal band hailing from Texas. They play a very slow, atmospheric, just ominous sounding music that reminds me a lot of Nort, only sped up a little bit, and Nort is just almost too slow at times. So these guys are really something that, when I read that, I was very interested in them, and I had to hear it. So I checked it out, and here are my thoughts on it. This is an album where if you're not in the mood for just really, really fuzzed out doom metal that has an extreme blackened atmosphere that is borderline frightening at times, don't check it out. If you are in the mood for that, you will love this. And I did, and here's why. The emotions that are coming from the guitar is just a pure terror and just absolutely frightening. I mean, this is one of the few albums where I heard the guitars. It just had such an eerie, scary, just ominous vibe to it where it gave me chills instantly. The last time an album did that to me, from the pure atmosphere of it, was Celtic Frost Monotheist with the track Synagogue of Satanae. This just gave me pure chills and blew my mind when I heard it. The tone is just very fuzzed out black metal, but it has a good bottom end to it. It's very heavy, not only in sound, but in atmosphere and emotion. There's not a hell of a lot going on with it. It's mostly, from what I can tell, chords and opens being held out over the course of the song. But the way they do it, it just creates this dense atmosphere that just feels like you're being dragged straight into hell, and it's a scary ride. This is not an album that is a happy album. This is not an album you put on when it's a nice sunny day. This is an album you put on when you want to be scared, when you're feeling the lowest you possibly can mentally and emotionally. This is an album you put on when it's a dark, scary sort of night where it's storming and you just are alone. All the lights are out. It's the perfect album for a storm, in my opinion. It has that storm-like atmosphere of just being so dense in feeling and emotion and just darkness. This is not, once again, and I can't stress this enough, not a happy album. I can't think of anything else to say other than that. The riffs remind me of Nort, but not as boring and monotonous. They are very good and interesting. There's a little bit of lead work going on, but not much. But overall, it's typical doom stuff with a black metal vibe and edge, and I dig that a lot. The drums are very much doom metal oriented drums. If you've listened to death doom style, like let's say Morgion, you know what to expect, or even funeral doom like Ahab, Nort, Skepticism, bands like that. So along those lines, I really dig that a lot. Vocally, it reminds me, strangely enough, of Archgoat, only a little bit more higher and raspier, which is very good because I'm a big Archgoat fan, and I really like that vocal style of just steel. That's the only way I can describe it. And the vocal delivery is very good. I think, personally, that the vocal patterns could have been changed up a little bit more than what they were, because it kind of got a little boring in certain parts. But it's doom metal and it fits really well. I can't complain about it not fitting. I just feel like over the course of the record they could have changed it up a little bit. But when it comes to this record being long, it feels like it carries on a little bit, but honestly, it's only, 25 minutes and 14 seconds. This is a very quick album, but it feels like it takes forever because it has such a dense atmosphere. It just feels like you're locked in a cage and being sent straight into hell, and there's no escape. And I mean that in the best way possible. This is an album that's just drenched in atmosphere and dark emotions, and I absolutely love it. I recommend you guys check it out. You can order it now on Hell's Headbangers. You can get it in stores, I believe, the 10th of April. Right now, if you go to Hell's Headbangers, though, you can get the CD in jewel case, Digipack CD. There's a couple vinyl versions. I want to get the Oxblood version personally, and I think I'm probably going to order that soon. This is a really, really solid album. I want all of you to check it out. Link will be down below to their Hell's Headbangers page. Check it out, or if you like it, order it, and support Hell's Headbangers. Support Hellvetron. This album is getting a solid 8 out of 10. You all need to hear it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and as always, keep it metal.